12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Seattle Seahawks. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
From the 31, Mond. He'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road, you're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. After the turnover, here's Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
Green.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. This defense for the Titans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. Oh, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This defense for the Titans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
You talk about getting off to a hot start, a shutout right out of the gate. Think of the carryover headed into this one, the residue of that game. That means excellent practices, guys alert, ready to go. They'd love to hang a second one right here, right now.
On 2nd down, Peterson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. This defense for the Titans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And now the rookie's free. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Seahawks, nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Seahawks, nothing.
Play fake. Murray. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Mike, 36. 6. Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy. Heavy one. What you got, heavy? What you got, heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Murray to air it out again. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Seahawks. But it's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray. But as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's eye view of that throw. And it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mond going to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Titans. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, but it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Hits his target. It's Adrian Peterson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Shotgun now for Murray. Being chased out left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. Open man, Gronkowski complete. Touchdown! Rob Gronkowski. Out on the season. And the Seahawks have 4 game. Good start to the season for him. And a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he
go into his season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage. What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here's Chris Claybrooks to return. Oh, good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because
under pressure is Mond, and he'll go down. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. Now that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13. Mond looks to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here's Mond. They're going for it. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray, he'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Murray now. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
Brandon McManus out for the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily The coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
To throw again on second down. Mond. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Mond looks to throw on 1st down. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. Breaks a tackle. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. 2nd interception for him now here in his first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Murray now on 1st down. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they could do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Able to break the tackle and get some breathing room before being brought down just outside the 5. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they're down on the scoreboard, sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half, too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit, get in their grill, and then send them back out.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They give it to Peterson. Peterson a 1st down and more. And finally marked down at the 23.
58 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the 3rd and then carry that over to the 4th.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
They run again on 1st down. Peterson. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
At the Titans' 23-yard line.
Mike 37, on. Everyone, 37 to Mike 37. Hey, watch the ball,
Here's Murray. Intercepted for the 4th time. Down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Mon. Eluding the pressure right. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
the 41-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run again with Peterson.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. 67 yards rushing for him now to this point. Boy, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy because essentially now you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you've got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on number one.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10.
Pull it together. And we're going 37 to Mike. Mike 37. Hey, Ace, Ace. It's a safety green.
Now Murray. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
And we're going 37 to Mike. Mike 37. They can't hang with us. We're going 37 to Mike. Mike 37. It's coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Murray now to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Peterson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him at the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
58, boys. 58. 58. Come on. Switch. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears.
Peterson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Again, Peterson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. To throw is Murray. Flushed out right. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now Murray's got to have this one. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. John Brown there to make the grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Mond. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be 188 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. First down, Murray. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Now Murray. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And that was some effort, but it would appear that he's going to come up about a yard short. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. That's to his running back. Complete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And off comes to Peterson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 72 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd down, Peterson again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Seahawks, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis